there, I'm Chloe.
And I'm Nor.
And welcome to this week's episode of Draw My Scandal,
where we talk about celebrities, news, and cool stuff.
Today we'll be looking at the 5 biggest moments from the Oscars earlier this week.
A celebrity catch-up.
Our celebrity of the week is Demi Lovato.
We'll be explaining the Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj beef.
And Zendaya standing up to Twitter bullies.
Let's get to it! Okay, let's talk about the Oscars.
Oh, yes, I actually watched the whole thing live, which actually doesn't sound like a big deal until you remember that it actually starts at like 1:30 a.m. in the UK.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I was knocked out, but when I woke up, I was mad confused.
But don't you guys worry, I brought Nor up to speed, and here are our personal top 5 moments.
First up, Jimmy Kimmel was hosting the Oscars this year, and he kicked it off in his monologue by hashing up the much-anticipated feud between him and Matt Damon.
This feud, inverted commas, has been going on for, I think, just over a decade now.
It's possibly one of the longest running jokes in Hollywood.
If you don't know where or how the feud started, we've actually put a link in the description that kind of explains the history of their relationship.
Okay, at number 2, it has to be Jimmy Kimmel quoting the president's malicious tweets towards Meryl Streep and then getting everyone to give her a standing ovation.
Which she entirely deserved, by the way. And at number 3, Nicole Kidman's clapping.
Nicole, no.
Nicole, please.
Nicole, that's not how.
Are you trying to get someone's attention? Is there like a fly?
Please.
Maybe there's a fly.
Please,
You're not a seal. You're not a seal, Nicole.
You're not making kebabs.
Kebabs.
Yeah, man. So, like, chapli is a type of kebab, and Nicole is essentially making an imaginary one.
Ah, well, the more you know.
At number 4, it is the Moana performance.
It was amazing. Alia Carvalho is so incredibly talented and not even slightly nervous. I don't know if you noticed. Like, she's only 16, and she outperformed Idina Menzel when she did her Oscars thing.
Yeah, man. And I watched Moana recently, by the way, and it was amazing.
Yes, and we should talk about this in more detail over bubble tea.
Yes, please. Oh my god.
And last but not least, the biggest moment of the entire Oscars. You probably missed it or haven't heard about it already. Of course you have.
The Best Picture mix-up.
I was laughing and crying so much.
If you haven't already seen, which I doubt, there was a massive mix-up at the very end of the Oscars.
So Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway were presenting the award, and after Warren opened the envelope, he seemed really confused.
He handed the card over to Faye, who then read out La La Land.
And the entire La La Land crew came on stage and they started giving speeches.
When suddenly there was like mad running around in the background.
And Jimmy Kimmel at this point was sitting in the audience.
Yeah, and he was supposed to end the show sitting next to Matt Damon.
But he had to come back on stage to figure out what was going on.
Turns out the presenters had been given the wrong card, and the producer of La La Land then told everyone from Moonlight to come on stage, and that it was not a joke.
It was so crazy. The whole thing was crazy.
Yeah, I think literally everyone was confused.
And afterwards, Emma Stone said that she was holding the card the whole time and kind of just said that the story doesn't add up.
But at the time of saying this, I think she was unaware that there actually are 2 prints of the same card, so one is the main and then one is the backup.
Just the whole thing is kind of unbelievable. Don't get me wrong, I'm so glad Moonlight won. It was completely deserving.
Yeah, but it is a shame the way it happened.
Yeah, like, I feel bad that Moonlight didn't get their winning moment or their time in the spotlight, but it's great that everyone was very gracious and understanding, and, you know, they kind of maybe didn't have to be.
Yeah, true. And there's also been an official apology released to everyone involved.
Did you guys have any particular favourite moments from the Oscars?
You know what I love?
What?
The Oscars, one of the biggest nights of the entire year, was happening in the US. Meanwhile, in England... The British Kebab Awards were taking place the same night.
Amazing. Is this why you mentioned kebabs earlier?
Yeah, man, I've got kebab on the brain.
Would you like to go and get one?
Oh, yes!
Okay. Meanwhile in England... Next up, it's our celebrity catch-up.
This week we're catching up with Demi Lovato.
Just sounds like we're chasing her. Usually things are relatively calm, but this week there was a little bit of Twitter drama.
Yeah, earlier this week, Demi tweeted out results from an ancestry test.
And she received massive backlash on Twitter because of it.
This was the test result.
She tweeted out saying, I did a DNA test and found out I'm mainly Spanish with Native American, Scandinavian, which I had no idea, Irish, British.
She continued, and I'm 1% African.
Oh, and that's when people kicked off and laid into her about the 1% tweet.
Yeah, then people were reacting in the dumbest way.
It's literally a DNA test, and these are the results, and these are numbers and facts. It's literally genetic makeup.
I don't think these people understand how genetics work. Look, I'm not even a Demi fan, so I'm not defending her out of some kind of, like, loyalty. I'm defending her because this is stupid. When you trace anyone's DNA back to where they came from, we can all be traced back to Asia and Africa and Europe.
There's a company called Momondo that wanted to celebrate diversity, and to do that they did a DNA test for 67 people from all over the world.
It was so interesting to see people who thought they were 100% of anything were actually from a huge mix of countries.
I find the results just incredibly fascinating, and it showed that they were really surprising at times.
We've put links in the description to their website and the YouTube channel with all the videos of people discovering who their ancestors were and where they came from. I highly recommend it.
But going back to Demi, she posted a tweet saying, "Just thought it was cool and random, some of y'all are mean AF, Twitter sucks."
She even apologized if she had offended anyone, which she really didn't need to do.
Don't worry, Demi, your fans, and actually most people with common sense I guess, understand there was nothing really offensive about what you posted.
In other Demi news, wow, she's been getting so much bad luck lately.
Last year in September she bought a home for $8.3 million in the Hollywood Hills.
Unfortunately, its location could be potentially dangerous.
It's predicted that if a landslide occurs, it would end up going straight onto her house.
She hasn't had a chance to move in yet.
That's bad news, but at least she was nominated for a Grammy.
Yay, small victories. Her nomination was for Best Pop Vocal Album for Confident.
And although she didn't win, she had an amazing performance at the Grammys, and she's currently dating an MMA fighter called Guilherme Bomba Vasconcelos, a Brazilian welterweight.
She broke up with the UFC fighter Luke Rockhold this year.
They started dating in the summer of 2016 after meeting at an MMA gym in LA and went public with their relationship in November.
But things didn't work out and the two split.
It's nice to see she's moving on and doing well.
Yeah. Next up, it's the Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj beef.
Oh, there's so much history between those two.
Yeah, the fight began in 2007.
Which is literally 10 years ago.
To bring you up to speed, the two rappers were locked in a heated battle until Remy was sentenced to prison.
She was facing charges of assault, weapons possession, and attempted coercion.
Yeah, she was in prison for 6 years, and while she was away, Nicki's career was blowing up.
Remy has served her time and is now trying to restart her career. Her first move was to take down Nicki.
Yeah, she took shots at Nicki, and Nicki shot back in 2 different songs, Gucci Mane's Make Love and Jason Derulo's Swallow.
In response to this, Remy released a 7-minute long song called Sheetha.
On a personal note, I don't think any song should be 7 minutes long. Like, just why?
Dude, Stairway to Heaven.
Ah, crap,
The
yeah.
whole planet suite. Jupiter alone has got to be like 12 minutes. I digress. So Sheetha has incredibly personal attacks from Nicki's butt implants all the way to her brother, who has been accused of sexually assaulting a child.
The rap also blames Nicki for girls who have died from botched surgeries.
It mocks how Nicki is in a 360 deal, which is when a company agrees to provide any kind of support for an artist in return for a portion of the artist's earnings.
Yeah, so think about this. Nicki is signed to Young Money,
Which is a subsidiary of Cash Money.
who is a subsidiary of Republic Records.
And these parent labels take a cut of the profit from signed artists.
Meaning people at multiple higher levels are taking a piece of Nicki's earnings.
Nicki hasn't responded musically, but she posted Instagram pictures of Remy's failed album.
Which she then deleted, by the way.
Surely that's just free promotion, but anyway, she also uploaded a video where Beyonce is singing about Nicki being the rap queen.
All of Nicki's fans are waiting for her to jump in the studio, but Nicki doesn't seem to care too much.
However, I don't think this is the end. This doesn't seem like the end.
Yeah, it definitely isn't for Remy because she's planning to release a second diss track called Child's Play in early March.
Good lord, we will keep you posted in Draw My Scandals to come.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to keep up. Last but not least, we wanted to end on a kick-ass note, so let's talk about Zendaya.
Yes, please. A girl on Twitter was getting bullied for her size.
Somehow, Zendaya saw everything and quote tweeted it with, stumbling across this stupid shit. She is fine as hell, head to toe, and guarantee doesn't know you exist, my man. As for her, slay on, queen.
She also tweeted, "Can we find her at? I'd love for her to be an @Daya by Zendaya model."
For those who don't know, Zendaya has her own fashion line.
There's a link in the description to her website, and it's actually got some pretty cool stuff.
Super cute. Anyway, getting back to the story, everyone found the girl's and she replied.
She said, "I'm really speechless right now because becoming a plus-size model has been my #1 goal."
Then the Daya by Zendaya account tweeted her by saying, "We are ready when you are."
This whole story's pretty great.
Speaking of great, Chloe did a speed drawing of Zendaya on Facebook. It's so cool.
Oh, stop. Also, thank you. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, I've actually taken over the Draw My Life Facebook page, and I've done things like speed drawings and funny posts, so you guys should definitely check it out.
Who else have you done speed drawings of?
Oh, Dipper Pines from Gravity Falls.
Yes?
Yes, it's pretty awesome.
I think it's time for some comments of the week.
Melly says, "When I watch any video on this channel, all the ads are in Spanish."
Es hora de los comentarios de la semana en español.
Hoy no, la suciedad en el pueblo es un problema muy grande porque no hay obras y no me gusta mucho.
Cierto. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca, Chloe?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
No lo sé. Mi ametivo en la araña discoteca.
See? Wow. Well, that was fun while it lasted.
That's all the Spanish I know. Alexandria says Chloe's music is better than Beyonce.
Yes. Also, whoa. Why not says the Gravity Falls? Well, yeah, we do love Gravity Falls. I can vouch for that.
Scarf Demon says fake news.
I stand by that. Also, once again, thank you so much for your wonderful fan art.
Yeah, thank you to Siri Janti who sent us this really cool draw.
It's very accurate. You and I are always talking, and Brogan's just there smiling and trying to understand what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, we look psychedelic.
Did you just say psychedelic?
No. Shout out to Haley Tanner. I think this is the first time we've received fan art drawn on a whiteboard.
And look how detailed this is. And she added all the titles of our videos.
This is so cute. Thank you so much.
In the next scandal, we'll pick art from Snapchat or Instagram, so be sure to send us your lovely draws.
You can draw absolutely whatever you like.
Send us any drawing that you're just super proud of. It can be old, new, whatevs. Thank you.
Thanks for watching this week's Draw My Scandal.
We upload every Friday.
Don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe.
Yeah, and let us know what you think about what happened to Demi on Twitter. I mean, like, do you feel the same as us, or did you get offended by what Demi tweeted?
Oh, and what do you think about Nicki Minaj not responding to Remy?
Yeah, man. Also, a quick note. Next week, I won't be able to make Scandal with Chloe. Sorry, man. But we'll definitely be back the week after, so don't worry.
You're leaving me?
Oh, no. No, I'm sorry, no. Please.
Until next time.